Good morning, students. Today, as we have completed most of the chapters, so I'm coming back to the first chapter as a revision. So today we'll go through the revisional part of chapter number 1 that we had done earlier, which is regarding to the early humans. And in this chapter, we are going to revise again, and this will benefit those students who might have missed this particular video or the class that I had conducted long back. So it will give you a revisional part of idea as to what we had learned in this particular chapter. Now, in this chapter, early humans, here we studied about how early humans evolved and what is the reason for the evolution of human beings that started in this earth. In this chapter, we learned about, now history states about an imaginary fiction which tells you about how exactly, according to the historical beliefs, the evolution of human beings started. It is said that human beings started from an evolution of animal, which were from a background of, you can say, apes or monkeys. Now, these apes or monkeys, apes most probably, they transformed their physical features as the time went by, and it is said that this is how the evolution of human beings started. Now, this is a conceptual kind of theory which is stating about the evolution of human beings, and you can see scientifically and other forms you will find different systems or ways that states about the evolution of human beings. Now, in this particular chapter, we are going to learn about different forms as to what were the important events that gradually took place and how human beings developed themselves. Now, here in early human, as I stated, that it was stated to be evolved from an creation of apes that changed its physical features as the time went by, and slowly they were regarded, they were scientifically, or they were given as the name of hominids. Now, hominids, what does this hominids mean? Now, hominids means a gradual and slow development of apes from a feature of an animal to a human being that got created according to the development that took place slowly and gradually. How this development took place, we are going to study about it. Now, these were various different forms or different theories or concepts that stated about this evolution. Now, here it is said that this classification of human beings or the early human were formed into three important parts. Here it is mentioned as Homo habilis, then you have Homo erectus, then you have the third one known as Homo sapiens. Now, all these three were three different stages you can consider. Three different stages or three different forms where human beings develop from one stage to another. Now, what does this word Homo habilis means? Now, this Homo habilis means able man. Able man, or a person who got some changes in regarding to their adaptabilities or abilities according to the environment, and they change its physical features, their appearance to some extent, not a great extent, to some extent, just little bit. If you go through your book, you will come to know, according to the picture wise what it is shown there, it will give you a clear idea about it. Now, the second one is known as the Homo erectus. Now, this Homo erectus means upright. The word Homo erectus means upright or walking straight. Means people, the apes that evolved as Homo habilis, their abilities again transformed. It developed and they started walking little erected, means little straighter, and they started walking on their two legs, and they covered places from one place to another, and that is why they were termed as Homo erectus. Their physical feature changes. Now, the third one is called Homo sapiens, which is known as the wise men. Now, these are the short form meanings of, or the actual meanings of these words that are being used here. Now, here Homo sapiens were the third stage of development from the Homo erectus to this Homo sapiens. Now, all these abilities clubbed together and development clubbed together made this creation or the evolution of human beings to a wise man. They started thinking, they started understanding things which was going on around their surroundings, and they started adopting all those things according to their own thinkings and understanding. And that is why when they started thinking and getting development knowledges and acting according to the environmental changes, they were called as wise men or the Homo sapiens. Now, the next topic that we studied in this chapter is also important, which is the sources. Now, what does the sources mean? Sources means from where did these records about or the presence of these evolutions were recorded, or where we can see or find or prove that these things existed during the earlier time, or this concept existed during the earlier times. It is not that exactly the clear picture is brought forward. It is just an understanding by the historian or the people who excavated geological places. They found certain important things in the surroundings when they started excavating, and according to that findings only, or findings, they started making discoveries, or they started extracting few important details or data which gave them knowledge about how exactly the times of earlier times people existed during this in this earth. Now, the first important thing is the tools. Now, these tools were most probably nothing but the things that they used for their day-to-day activities. And it was said that most probably stones were used. In earlier times, stones were used, and these stones were basically used as it was existed in the earlier time. When it started used, they started using. Then gradually, when the time went on, they started developing these stones, sharpening these stones into a simpler forms or simpler ways, and slowly they started developing more and more different shapes, sizes, or structural part of the stones, where they can use it in different ways. Some of the times it was also seen when time went on or development went on, they started bringing about different shapes, and they started even tying attachments like wooden sticks with the stones, which could be handy and more helpful for them to hold it, and it would be more easier for them to do their huntings and all. Most probably these tools were made for hunting purposes and creating new kind of activities that they could do with that. It also helped them in agriculture activities that developed in the later stage. So these tools were found by these earlier archaeologists later on, and then these tools were taken as an example or taken as a proof as to what kind of system or what kind of lifestyle that people lived in the earlier times. The next is shelter. Shelter is nothing but home. Shelter means home or a living system. It means home or a living system. Now, what are these? Now, we have different systems of living, like some of the people nowadays live in hut, some of the people they live in buildings, or some they live in small structural kind of buildings. So different forms of houses are there. Earlier times also in the same way, people lived in different ways. Now in the starting, it is said that people lived in trees, and some of them lived in caves. Now these caves and these trees were the important shelters for them, and it helped them in various different ways and various different methods of protecting themselves. And various important proofs also have been seen by the archaeologists or finders that this mode of shelters were used by them. I'll explain you how it was proved. Now the next is about the cave painting. Now this cave painting also sets an important source as to giving an example or giving a proof that people during the time existed. And what are the things? Now as I told you, shelter, homes, the caves were there. Now this cave painting is derived from their shelter part, where the caves were used for protecting themselves and hiding their body or having a shelter or a home kind of thing. Now these caves are nothing but a hollow kind of stone where they used to get inside and make that a house or a kind of house to stay or to save themselves. Now these caves were found that they were painted with different kind of things. Now these paintings were, it can be a pictorial kind of draft or a presentation which stated about the lifestyle of the people. Now earlier times people just hunted and lived. Later on, when they started using this kind of hunting basis on a different way, they started developing more and more different processes where to people they started drawing, and these drawings depicted the lifestyle of the people which were later on discovered by the historians. So this cave painting also proved very important significance for the existence of the early humans, their lifestyles. Now, lastly, stating about the sources of certain things that were found in the earlier times in India. Now, few various very much important things, places like Metakheri, that is in Madhya Pradesh, it had stone tools. There were very small stone tools that were discovered, and these stone tools were discovered by historians, and it gave an example as to what kind of different shapes and sizes and patterns of stones or patterns of things that were used in earlier times. The next example is about in Bhimbetka. Now, Bhimbetka in Madhya Pradesh had a rock painting. It was a cave that was discovered, and in that cave various different kind of paintings were there in the rocks. These rock paintings, studies were done, and it depicted the lifestyle. Some of the pictures stated about hunting structures, some of the pictures stated about gathering, some of the picture or paintings that were there stated about what different forms of animals also existed during the time. The drawings of different animals which are not even found today were drawn during the time. Now what does it tell? It tells about that form of animals that existed during that time, or that form of paintings, or that form of people were there, their lifestyle, their dressing sense, their body structure. This all stated in the painting give an example of the structural and living system of human beings in earlier times. So this is all about a brief details about what we had exactly studied in this chapter. We stated about the existence of hominids, which is the early humans, how they developed into different stages, like Homo habilis, which is able men, then the Homo erectus, which is the upright human beings, we started walking straight on their legs. Then Homo sapiens is the inclusion of all this, where one more thing developed is knowledge and skills of people or those human beings, and it developed into a new form of structure. And the sources, which tells about the tools, which gave a very important significances, and there were various important other kind of tools like stone tools, flake tools, which are made of different forms, and these stone tools again change into different shapes and sizes, and for different purposes these tools will used. Some hunting, some of the purpose of agricultural, some for digging purpose and all. So various activities were done through these tools. Then shelters, it is considerable about the homes that they use for living. Then you have cave painting, we stated about their painting skills, and even stated what different forms of life they used to live during the time. And the last thing is about the sources found in the India, where in India also there were people who settled as an early human beings. So some of the important examples are Mehtakeri, that is in Madhya Pradesh, which tells about the stone tools. Then Bhimbetka, which is again in Madhya Pradesh, which states about the rock painting. So hope this small brief description again about the chapter gives you a idea about what exactly this chapter is talking about. Now in coming up times we will go through all the exercises details in brief, because very soon you will have important tests that will be conducted, and prepare well for the tests, and hope that everyone is doing good, and take your studies seriously. It is request by us to every student that you take these studies very seriously, because this won't be repeated again if the classes resumes as usual later on. So take it seriously, and this important tests and important activities that we are conducting will count to you marks in regarding to your when your academic reports are being prepared. So thank you very much and have a good day.